Welcome back. Corruption Tranquility. Riding corrupt FRSC personnel from the Nigerian Highways. The news in detail. Over 1,000 FRSC officers are arrested, forced disciplinary action over extortion of motorists. Over the years, corruption has been a block in the wheel of progress in Nigeria and has incidentally frustrated the realization of noble national goals. Alright, despite the notorious natural and human resource in Nigeria, it has been described as the misuse of entrusted power or a dishonest use of one's office or position for personal gain. It is a centurious global phenomenon which has continued to ripple the development over its efforts of Nigeria. Corruption in Nigeria manifests in the form of misappropriation, kickbacks over invoicing, bribery, embezzlement, tribalism, nepotism, money laundering, and outright looting of treasury, and so on. Meanwhile, it is an obvious fact that in Nigeria, some of the elected and appointed public officers, hosts, and the top bureaucrats use their position to authority to actively engage in corrupt practice. According to a Transparency International report, corruption drained Nigeria of about 20% of its gross domestic product. Based on statistics from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, the Nigerian Police Vehicle Inspection Officers and the Federal Road Safety Corps have been listed to be among the several worst reserves of bribe in Nigeria, in which 85% of their victims have been discharged from seeking redress or reporting exploitation. It is in a wide to range corrupt road safety officials from the Nigerian Highway that the leadership of the Federal Road Safety Corps and the ICPC mobbed out a new strategy known as Operation Tranquility. Operation Tranquility is a joint operation that involves the ICPC, FRSC, and the Department of State Service. Alright, it would be recorded that the Federal Road Safety Corps Marshal Dr. Boboye Oyeyemi had in 2019 approached the ICPC chairman Professor Bolaji Owosoyoni for collaboration to comb the unwelcome practices by road safety officials on the highways, particularly the extortion of motorists. The cooperative exercise was aimed at arresting FRSC officials who extort motorists on the highways. As a result of the exercise, over 1,000 FRSC officials have been arrested across the country, while huge amounts of funds taken as a bribe have been recovered. It also involved bringing an end to unwholesome practices by FRSC Vehicle Inspection Officers (VIO) and the Motor Vehicle Authority Agency towards generation in drivers licensing centers. You see, if with the launch of Corporation Tranquility, the strategy was set for a point operation by ICPC, FRSC, and DSS across the nation. The first phase of the operation was in the 6 states of Kaduna, Rivers State, Ogun, Kogi, Bauchi, and Abia states, while Tranquility Phase 2 was conducted in Ondo, Zamfara, Yobe, and the Imo states. Under Phase 4, the operation was carried out in 10 drivers license centers in Lagos State. The centers were in Koka, Aguda, University of Lagos, Ikeja, Iborin, Bariga, Oyo, Town Planning, Ilupeju, Eti-Osa, Agege, and Oshodi. For phase 5 of the exercise, the operation was conducted in 4 states, namely Anambra, Rivers State, Enugu, and the Plateau State. Meanwhile, the exercise under phase 3 was not conducted due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and then the joint team successfully arrested about 46 FRSC officials and recorded about 40,830 in phase 1, while 26 FRSC officials were arrested in phase 2 with 51,260 recovered. Alright, the highest amount recovered from corrupt road safety officials was about 1,666,920 under Tranquility phase 4, and about 25 road safety officers were picked up, while about 33 personnel was arrested under phase 5 with about 45,870 recovered. Okay, a breakdown of the figures showed that under phase 1, 4 officials were arrested on 15 August 2019. Okay, in Kaduna State, 5 were arrested and the sum of 3,500 naira recovered on 16 August 2019 in Rivers State, while 6 officials were arrested and 500 naira recovered on 16 August 2019 in Ogun State. Furthermore, breakdown of the arrests. Further breakdown of the arrests made and the amount recovered under phase 1 of the exercise showed that 11 FRSC officials were arrested on 16 August 2019 in Kogi State. 5 RSC officials were arrested and the sum of 4,300 naira recovered on same day in Bauchi State, while 15 FRSC officials were arrested and some of 32,530 naira recovered in Abia State. Under the second phase, 5 officials were arrested and the sum of 1,150 recovered on 4th October 2019 on Ondo State. 8 officials were arrested and about 10,530,000 was recovered in Zamfara State, while 9 officials were arrested and 11,300 naira recovered in Imo State, while 4 officials were arrested and 28,280 naira recovered in Yobe State. For the 4th phase of operation, about 20 officials and Moto MVAA were arrested and the sum of 1,629 recovered on 20th August 2020 in Koka, Agude, University of Lagos, Ikeja, Ilorin, Bariga, Ojo, and that of Town Planning, Ibeju, Eti-Osa, Agege, and Oshodi Rivers license centers. Okay, meanwhile, in the same vein, 5 FRSC officials were arrested in Onitsha under the first phase of the operation, while Oka had 11 arrested officials, Calabar 8, Enugu 5, and Jobs had 5. Had 4 FRSC officials arrested. The arrests were gathered administrative bail and further investigation activities are ongoing, and others are undergoing administrative disciplinary procedures, why some are being prosecuted in federal high courts across the country. Okay, this have been taken. The truth remains that this has been how it is, and we are also mindful of traditional institutions, religious platforms, ethnic congregation, and that of congregation that people trust and believe in. They need to be part of it, he explained. And then the truth is that let's bring out all those values of dignity, patriotism, cooperation, and the hard work of integrity, and then we need to design a communication strategy around it, because it is one to have a good policy and another thing is to communicate it. All right, thank you for tuning by. Remember to hit on the subscription button. Do us a favor by then sending in your take. Remember that you're into Blessed Be World News and Entertainment. Thank you for tuning by.